The gloves are off, and I think it's time for Justin Baldoni to go there. I will explain in a second, but first, soon-to-be former actress Blake Lively has made a very unusual demand of Justin Baldoni and those that she is also suing. It seems like the recipient of this beautiful nose job does not have enough evidence against her co-star, producer, and director in the movie It Ends With Us. So, what has the uncredited director of their film done? She is now seeking more proof and has filed subpoenas against not only many individuals, but also a lot of businesses. Lawyers for the Nepo baby have confirmed that subpoenas have been filed against Baldoni and his associates to, quote, expose the people, tactics, and methods that have worked to destroy and bury her reputation and family over the past year. Oh, babes. Boo-boo. She doesn't want to acknowledge that the real reason, the majority of social media has very negative feelings against Taylor Swift's former bestie is because of her own words and actions, as evidenced just this week. Remember that video that I told you about from 2022 where the shampoo company owner opened up about lying to collaborators, saying that she was happy to just be an actress, but she really wanted authorship. She wanted to be involved in everything. Her own words and actions. In addition to filing subpoenas with Baldoni and his associates, the Never With Teeth icon also slapped subpoenas to 3 phone carriers, AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile, for Justin's records, as well as his publicist Jennifer Abel and crisis PR expert Melissa Nathan, in the hopes of, quote, exposing the full web of individuals who were involved in the smear campaign against the Plantation Princess. They didn't say Plantation Princess, I did. What is just incredulous is they're continuing down this smear campaign path when he included receipts that the Woody Allen apologist's publicist was smearing him. Leslie Sloan was talking to journalists, spreading lies and misinformation about Justin Baldoni, her rep. Lawyers for the wife of Scarlett Johansson's ex-husband feel that subpoenaing these records from him and from the companies will, quote, provide critical and irrefutable evidence not only about who, but also about when, where, and how their retaliation plan came together and operated. This is going to backfire so epically against the Betty Boo's boss. And they aren't the only ones that were subpoenaed. A spokesperson for the up-and-coming wardrobe stylist says that Cloudflare and AOL also received subpoenas for the internet records to show the involvement of different persons who might be playing key roles in digital retaliation. And then there's that Jed Wallace guy that we've talked about, whom his team hired to do some social media work. Exactly what is unclear. Wallace was first mentioned in the Beanie Aficionado's complaint back in December, as it was alleged that Justin's PR team hired Jed Wallace and his company Street Relations to help with the alleged smear campaign. He and his company then sued her for defamation this month. Of Jed Wallace, the Khaleesi wannabe wants to know a lot more about him and what he does. Her spokesperson said that her team looks, quote, forward to investigating more about Jed Wallace's entire business model and what else he was doing to distract from the very real sexual harassment and retaliation claims made by Miss Lively. Ultimately, lawyers for the accused extortionist believe that Baldoni and his team have not been completely transparent. They noted that they will now receive all of the receipts, including the messages they say were not included on his website earlier this month, the one exposing all of his receipts and the timeline. If they get any new evidence remains to be seen. However, Baldoni's lawyer, who is also my attorney and has unfortunately not given me any information on this case, not a single exclusive, Brian Friedman is not worried that her team will uncover anything. He says in a statement that subpoenas are an ordinary part of the litigation process, but Baldoni's lawyer argues that the master manipulator and what she is asking for is extraordinary. He explains, quote, they are asking for every single call, text, data log, and even real-time location information for the past 2.5 years, regardless of the sender, recipient, or subject matter. This massive fishing expedition demonstrates that they are desperately seeking any factual basis for their provably false claims. They will find none. Her team clearly disagrees. And as I teased in the beginning of the video, it's time to use the secret weapon. Can you guess what I'm about to say? This video has been about the subpoenas that Penn Badgley's ex-girlfriend has filed. But it's time. It is time for Justin Baldoni's lawyer to be filing some subpoenas as well. Namely, and firstly, Taylor Allison Swift. That's right. Whether she likes it or not, Taylor Swift is an integral player in this It Ends With Us saga. Her former bestie herself was captured on video saying that Taylor was an integral part of the movie-making process and with her every step of the way, adding that Taylor shows up for people like that. And she showed up literally at a meeting where Baldoni claims he felt pressured to acquiesce to some of her demands, like script changes. And I believe that text messages, her preferred mode of communication between Lively and Swift, would be very revelatory. So that better be happening ASAP. I doubt we'll get them, right? We are not going to see Taylor Swift's text messages and emails. But lawsuits are like a game of chess, and it's time for the finish line. Because we know ultimately neither party wants to go to court. It's all theater and chess. The soon-to-be Z-lister has to file her amended lawsuit by Monday, and then in the not far off future, after she's gotten her side out, I believe that in the next 6 weeks to 2 months, a settlement will come. But what do you think? Do you think he should subpoena Taylor Swift and her records? Do you think her requests are reasonable? Thoughts on everything that we've discussed in this video? Let me know yours, what you're thinking in the comments section